The very first thing my neurologist was willing to prescribe for me was not painkillers, it was antidepressants. Why would you say you're depressed? What's making you depressed? Come on, we're meant to, as Black people, we're meant to be robust and handle depression and things that are, stressful without letting it affect us mentally. Hello, welcome to a new video. How are you doing? Thank you so much for clicking in. If this is your first time meeting me, my name is Mecca. I live in the south of England. I grow a lot of my vegetables, and once upon a time I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia. Yes, fibromyalgia has been associated with mental illness. Actually, the very first thing my neurologist was willing to prescribe for me was not painkillers, it was antidepressants. I didn't complain of feeling low in my mood, but apparently that is what is always prescribed for this condition. Now, back then, I wasn't even willing to talk about how this condition made me feel, because obviously being in pain constantly and always having fatigue is not good for anyone's mental health. But I didn't want to talk about it because it's a taboo. Why would you say you're depressed? What's making you depressed? Come on, we're meant to, as Black people, we're meant to be robust and handle depression and things that are, stressful without letting it affect us mentally. And today, a lot of people are ashamed and afraid to talk about their mental health because there could be repercussions. I remember someone telling me, do you know whatever you're going through is in your head? Yes. I was told that by a loved one, and they meant no harm, because that's how we've been raised. We've been raised to handle things like this mentally. We just block it out and ignore it, and it should go. Now, it doesn't happen that way in the real world, unfortunately. So I want to share little tips that really helped me in getting rid of my low mood. And one thing, I was never diagnosed with depression, but I got to the point where I was just willing to give up everything. And that is classic depression. Being an introvert, I didn't see anything wrong with me just want to be indoors and not mix up with people and not do things that are fun, things that are energetic, especially with kids. I just felt, I just can't be bothered. But those were classic signs of depression. So I was never diagnosed with depression, but I always knew I had SAD. Now, what is SAD? SAD is known as seasonal affective disorder. It's a condition where you just are basically depressed in the winter. It's a low mood, but it could have different strains. Most importantly, it just means you're not the happiest in the winter. So I was never a happy winter bunny. And not everyone likes the winter months. Who likes it cold anyway? However, SAD is real. Now, one of the main reasons for SAD is the low levels of light. So the light levels begin to drop and more significantly show from the month of November. For me, I start feeling different clearly from the month of November up until the month of February. In the last couple of years, I have thankfully been able to overcome SAD, okay? Although it's taken a while, I have been able to do it, and I want to share what I did to overcome SAD, and that can actually help you with your mental health. And also, science and research is showing that nutrition can actually help you overcome depression, clinical depression, even things like schizophrenia. Really complex depression cases have been improved with high levels of nutritional supplementation. Now, that is actually a different ballgame. You need to have a professional, help. You need to get professional help for that. But for things that are not as complex, I can share because I know what I have been through. And I know so many people today are dealing with stress. Is it the cost of living? Is it even just stress with the, uncertainty for work? And then also with health, health conditions. This can really impact on our mental health. So the first thing I knew I had to improve upon was my omega-3 fats. Now, omega-3 is known as brain food, okay? I'm not just talking about simple fish oil supplementation, because we know research is showing that fish oil could be highly contaminated and could cause more problems for our brain. Yes, I do now start taking fish oil. I would recommend fish oil, but from a really good source, and not just fish oil. Cod liver oil is the best recommendation I will for mental health. Now, the main issue with omega-3 fats is because of the high levels of omega-6 we consume. So if, for instance, you're having 60 grams of omega-6 and you're having 30 grams of omega-3, the omega-3 will have no impact. We need to switch that ratio up and improve our omega-3 levels. So frying food should be out of the way, yes, because we use omega-3 fat, omega-6 fats for frying. And then having things that are high in fat, generally dairy and, you know, creams and cakes and desserts, all those things will worsen our mental health because they're high levels of omega-6. Yes, unfortunately, this is a price to pay, but I think it's a worthwhile price considering the difference is like night and day, from being mentally down to being actually alert, happy, and looking forward to life and enjoying every day. The second thing I would recommend is green leafy vegetables. Yes, we're talking about nutrition, so why not? Green leafy vegetables are great sources of, you know, nutrients, micronutrients that can improve our gut health and ultimately improve our mental health and clarity. So adding a lot of green leafy vegetables, the easiest form I find is in smoothies. I have a few recipes on smoothies that I do, okay, that really help me with my mental health and physical health, and these have been proven over time. So I recommend you look at one of those videos if you don't know where to start from. Now, in your smoothies, you can have good sources of plant omega-3, which is flax seeds or chia seeds. It's best blended because you want to break down the shells, because our bodies can't really digest flax seeds without them being crushed or grounded. However, chia seeds, you could actually take them whole, but when it forms a gel, it's better absorbed. So those are the two first things I would recommend. Now, the third thing is not necessarily nutrition, but it's very important. Exercise. Exercise has been shown to even help with things like dementia. Yeah. So I want to encourage us to incorporate some form of exercise. Now, if you ever had fibromyalgia, leave a comment in the comment section how exercise has made you feel. For me, it made me worse when I was really ill. Yes, I couldn't exercise. I couldn't even walk. Fatigue. Get it? So I couldn't do any form of exercise. But once I improved my gut health, I was able to absorb, because you're not what you eat, you are what you absorb, the nutrients better, and my exercise and my energy levels were improved. So now I can do more physical exercises. So the first exercise you can do, and I encourage you to do, will be walking, simple brisk walking. You don't have to run, just have good brisk walk for 20 to 30 minutes 3 times a week if you're starting really slow, and you can build up upon it. In the winter months though, I don't really like going out for walks. It's cold, it's wet. The best thing I recommend is a trampoline, a rebounder. So a mini trampoline indoors. Jump on it for 10-15 minutes. You'll be surprised of how much exercise you're doing, how much energy you exert. But most importantly, it will help your brain and your physical health. So guys, I hope this little video is able to shed light on the things we can do to help ourselves get out of a mental depression. Now, depression is real. Millions of people are suffering from it, and unfortunately some people have gone and committed suicide as a result. Do not suffer in silence, but most importantly, find help, get help, okay? If you can, speak to somebody. If you can't find someone to speak to, you know what, leave me a comment, send me a DM. I'm more than willing to talk to you and, you know, share with you what things I have done, you know, in more detail. But if you really don't know where to start from, look at my videos. That will help you stay in the right direction. I really hope 2023 is a healthier and happy year from now for you. It's going to be better. There is light at the end of the tunnel. The sky will get blue again. The birds will sing for you again. Yes, the birds will sing for you again. You will look forward to waking up and doing things and not looking forward to, oh God, another day. No, you will get to the point. So do not despair, do not give up, do not relent. Keep doing the right things, okay? If you make a mistake, if you fall in a rut, if you eat the wrong foods one day, you don't exercise, don't beat yourself up, because that's the worst thing you can do. Just move forward, just keep moving. I really want 2023 to be, especially for my wonderful subscribers. You guys have been amazing, following and supporting me. So this is the least I can do to you. I want you to share this to your loved ones, to your friends. Let them know that for the Black community, we are talking more about mental health and how we can improve it. Okay? We are going to get rid of processed foods, eat more whole food, plant-based diet, especially. And yes, if we can't get away from eating animals, do not fry them. Have them grilled, but focus more on the pescatarian diet. Things like seafood, shell food, you know, salmon, just good fatty fish, okay? and most importantly, your green leafy vegetables and exercise. Anyway, thank you for watching. Has this video added value to you? Give me a comment. I really appreciate to see what your feedback is, because I want to know how I can give you more value and also help us get healthier, happier lives. Until next time, I'll see you in another video. Bye.